What's your idea of a good weekend?
Well, I either go out with my mates to watch at the cinema or something, or I stay in with my mates and watch a soppy film or something.
My idea of a good weekend is going to bed late Friday night, getting up about 10 o'clock next morning, having a fry up and going out with my mates, then playing football on Sunday.
My idea of a good weekend would be trying to go down to town with all my friends, hanging out places and just getting school totally out of your mind and not even thinking about it.
Going to the cinema with my friends and walking around town looking in the shops.
Having all the money that I could have, going to town or the seaside and spending it on anything I want.
Do you like reading, and what sort of books do you read?
I don't like reading at all. I think it's quite boring, but I do sometimes read magazines, like girl ones, but sometimes a newspaper, but that's usually about it.
Well, I don't really like reading. All I read is my parents' newspaper. I only read like the sports bits at the back about football.
Well, I like reading sometimes, some books, but not as much as I read magazines and newspapers. I read them the most.
I do like reading, and I like reading scary books, and if I've read all of them, I like reading magazines.
I don't really like reading books, but sometimes I read magazines, PlayStation magazines, sometimes my mum's magazines if they're interesting.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
TV combo.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
How much TV do you watch, and what kind of programs?
Well, I watch quite a lot of TV, and I like watching soaps, comedies, films like Titanic, and horror films.
I watch quite a lot of TV. I watch sport programs, cartoons, films like horror films, comedy films, and football on the telly and other sports.
I like watching sports and comedy and soaps.
I watch TV quite a lot of times a week when I get the chance. I watch comedies, soaps and horror films as well.
I watch quite a lot of TV. I like horror films, soaps, comedy films, cartoons sometimes.
How many of you use the internet, and what do you use it for?
I use the internet quite a lot. I use it mainly to email my two pen pals. One of them lives in Pennsylvania in America, and the other one lives in LA.
I use my internet just for fun.
Yeah, I use the internet and I use it to look at my favourite football team, Arsenal, and I go shopping on the internet and trainers on there. I'll buy trainers off there.
I do use the internet, and I use it for searching up pop groups on when their next single's going to be out, and I like talking to people from across the world.
I use it for my homework, and sometimes I just browse on the internet to see what looks good.
What do your parents think of computers?
My parents don't live with me, but my uncle, he thinks that the PlayStation's good. He likes playing the football games on it. And my other uncle uses the Nintendo 64 to play the wrestling games.
My mum thinks that the laptop's good because she does her work on it, and my dad, he doesn't really play on computers. He don't really have the time.
My mum, she likes the computers a lot because she uses them at work, so when she comes home she usually uses them for the internet, so she likes them. But my dad, he doesn't really mind because he wouldn't know how to use one at all.
Well, my mum doesn't mind them, but she can't play on them. She doesn't know nothing about them. My dad thinks they're a load of rubbish because I spend too much time on them.
Well, my mum don't really know how to switch the computer on.